because they're not all the trees are straight. They're right there. I think I'm gonna go in there. Look at there's an X right there, and it's a V as well. Look how that one turns into a V right there. They're right there. There's two and there's a V, and then there's these trails everywhere. Look right there, more structures. It's so discreet. You got to know what you're looking for. I'm kind of sneaking in here because it doesn't say posted, but the neighbors are kind of looking at me like, what the hell's going on? Let's take a peek in here. I'll tell you, if we don't find anything, lizard right there. If we don't find anything, it's kind of cool in here. I'm squatching. I'm seeing the signs across the street. There's a nice break right there. See how it's leaning over the top? It doesn't get that exciting here for the camera. I'm glad I'm not Florida Bigfoot, man. You got to give those Trail of Bigfoot guys big props for what they do. They do not. That's why you can't blame someone. Like they're on board now with the structures, but they weren't at the beginning, and you can't really blame them because it's not the same here. They don't do the same things. It's like everything's connected already. You see this? Like something's going in all these places. Look, they're literally going in and out of here. All these palm leaves are broken, and there's these trails. It's just like Colorado in that way. See where the two trees come together, like teepee structures. I mean, I'm at least seeing that stuff. See that? See, I would never be able to walk through here, and if they hadn't done some kind of, they did some kind of marking or surveying here. Thankfully, otherwise I wouldn't even be able to come through here. See this? Look, something goes all the way through here. I'm not seeing anything that's going to convince me yet. This is where they'd be, you know? It's so safe. No one would ever come in here for the simple reason. And there's a bunch of houses over there. But, for the simple reason, there's just no reason to. I think unless you were a kid, we got something here. Unless you were a kid, trying to just go hide from your parent and smoke cigarettes or something. I couldn't imagine trying to walk a dog through here. Do they know my whistle? I just want to do my whistle. That's all. I miss doing it. So you guys, it's all starting soon. So thanks for watching this video. I don't know how good it's going to be. This looks like something here. And all of a sudden I got a little birdie right here. Which is I'm in Florida, so it's a little different if there's birds landing on you. This is interesting right here. Still nothing to convince me of Bigfoot yet. I think a little bit across the street where those bends were, there's lizards everywhere. You gotta be really careful of snakes. I'm in shorts, fully exposed to a snake bite. I want to see some more of this stuff. I want to see this. And that's not enough for me. See, the one thing I know about these guys, not here, but just in general, is that they, no matter what, even if they're in places where they don't have to do so much because it's all connected already, they're still going to do something. They just can't help it. And I'm not really seeing that yet. Here's how we know they hide. They love to hide in these. So whenever you're in the woods, always come to these. Just in case, because, no, I don't know. Oh my God, there it is. Oh my God, I'm freaking out. I'm freaking out. I came all the way to Florida for 1X, and I am so happy about it. So we got this. This is a big thing that they do. Now, I'm willing to believe that thing is just down. you're me, and you do this all the time, you just wouldn't understand how hard it is for some people to do Bigfoot, when there's just as many, but yet they just don't do the evidence as much. It's not blatant. You see things like this where it's just a mess, but if you really look, you can see that it's not an accident. You guys, that's a symmetrical X, and it's not an accident, I promise. There is no X's here. These trees don't even move. Look at the ground. There's hardly any trees at all. Like once in a blue moon, there's a tree in the ground. And then to see them in an X like that, because these don't move. And I'm also seeing this a lot too, where they're field gold. It could be an accident. I'm not seeing seats. I'm not seeing anything. Give me a sec. Tell you, if you're gonna be like on the run, you want to be homeless. Like, why don't you just do it here? Like, you could just come out to Florida. You could live forever out here. You could cook lizards. I mean, it would be gross and be mean because these lizards are so cute. But I mean, technically, for survival purposes, you could live on lizards for the rest of your life, and there are plenty of them. Like, you'd have to develop a technique to catch them. But so sorry. It's not that impressive, but man, let me tell you, I put the effort in. If I lived here, it'd be different. You gotta remember, I'm winging it today. Like, the fact that I even found this place is amazing to me. It's not that crazy. I feel like it's not a lot of them, but there's this walking and trampling everywhere. I don't know what it is. There's not any predators here. See? They do stuff like this. Look how the stick is inside. There's no way that thing got put in there. Look how strong that is. I can't even get it out. There's no way it got in there if I can't get it out. Look, it goes up and bends, comes down, these break. Look. And it blocks the path like they always do. So what am I going to do? I'm going to go over it. I got another one. Remember, not many trees down at all here. Nice lizard right there. Yeah, there's lunch. Just see him. He's got the under the neck. It flutters up under his neck. There's nothing in here. I can see they're here. Look at the brakes. Look, 1 brake, 2 brake, 3 brake, 4. I'm kidding, whatever that's from. 1 brake, 2 brake, block. And then you got that weird stick, and then you got the brakes. They're blatantly broken. You cannot. You go up to those palm trees, they don't break with your hand. It's like that. Something really bent those two to block. You can barely come through, and then a big tree's across. I think it's them. There's a flower pot over here. Why would there be a flower? How in the world would a flower pot get here? Unless they did it. It's as good as it gets by St. Augustine. I'm off the beach, but see, look, there's a stick. I just knocked it down, but the stick goes up and touches. It was like this. Look, it's a trident, sort of. It was like that. And look inside. Oh, this was inside like that. How did that get here? See, I think to them this might be blatant. Like, they think, oh, maybe someone will notice, and then they put that there. I don't know. It's a reach, but see how this is all just something goes through here, or it would be like that. I would love to get some kind of a noise or something. I'm in here. Oh, it's one of the little people things. You see in there? Look at that. I can't see through. It's all dark in there. There's one of these in Bigfoot universe. Okay. Remember, it doesn't. If you're in a place like this, don't look to be like blown away by something, because this is just not the way they do it here. Most of Florida, believe it or not, you can. I'm sure there's places that there's like a Bigfoot world and stuff, but most of Florida, look, little teepee type, look, it's all messy. No one in the world, like a regular person, would never notice something's weird. Because, like I said, I feel like I'm good at this, and I can barely spot their stuff. Which way do I go? So right now I'm about 3/4 of a mile. That's blatant. I'm telling you. Whether it's an animal or something goes right in there. They have them in all their spots. I wonder why would they put a red thing right there? There's one little red tag. Over now. The things that's getting me here is these trails. It looks like Virginia a little bit. And you can see that something goes right there. There's no doubt about it. I mean, something lives back in these woods. And I don't know what else it could be but these guys, because there's no predators here. There could be ground animals, but I don't think they're doing this. I haven't really looked for footprints, because I don't think you really make them. I'm walking over, there's a big giant tree pushed down. Always walk over to the big trees that are pushed down. I think it's 2. Because of that back, they seem to want to use the big roots. It helps with their magic. Which I can only assume means there's energy coming out of there. Some kind of energy. Wait, look at the size of that one. I'm telling you, people don't come in here. I'm sure neighborhood kids have. That's what I think. Look at all the corn. What's that all from? Look at all the corn. There's tons of corn. Look at it. There's so many pieces of corn here. It's almost unbelievable. There's literally like 100 of them. Everywhere you look, there's pieces of corn. That's interesting. It's all eaten. There's so many eaten pieces of corn here. It's crazy. I wonder what that's from. No one came back here to dump them here. I'm a mile from any house. Just about. Oh, I like it. Little bent trail marker down the thing, look. It's like down in there. Where is it? I give up. Let's wrap this up. I just wanted to see this real quick. Man, that is one big tree. You hear that? Uh-oh. See, I walk to these in case they really are there and I just can't see them. Even though I don't think they are. And I just heard noises. What happened here? One tree went this way. Oh, they both went this way. Whoa. Did you hear that? It's over there. Listen to the wood knocks. Look, I came to these on purpose to get noise. I got here and there's something knocking over there. I haven't heard one sound besides birds in the distance. That was crazy. I'm not gonna let it distract me. I'm gonna walk that way. Holy moly. In a second though, I almost fell. I got nothing. I don't think this is, I got nothing. Besides those X's and stuff. This whole tree is rotting apart. I almost fell off of it. Really quick, let's go here. While the camera's running, because something continuously wood knocked. I think it's on the camera, like lightly, you'll be able to hear it. It's not a woodpecker, it's not. Something's over there. Sorry, Mom and Dad. I've been out here way longer than I thought I was going to be. Just to make sure it's not like a homeless camp or something. Because this is where I would live. I mean, I wouldn't, but if I had to. I actually kind of do hope it is, because I'm telling you, it came from right in there. There's an inside. I know what I heard. There's something over here knocking. Look at this. Look at this. It's like an inside. It was right here. Right in here. It's a kind of a coincidence, isn't it? That right where there's a symmetrical X. Hold on. The only sounds I get when I walked up to that place, to those big trees, and I got 3 or 4 or 5. So it wasn't like I thought I heard something. I got continuous backup. It seems like there's structures here. Oh, here's a structure. Look at this. Do you think they were telling me, idiot? Not over there, here. So it wasn't a distraction. They're actually telling me I'm going the wrong way. 3 clump, blocking this spot where the wood knocks were. Look at the bend. I found their spot. This is their spot here. X. That's a trident that goes into other structures. This is all they do here. Let me tell you something. It was really hard to find it. I found them. They're right around me. My hairs on my arms are standing up. I'll bet you it's a big one too. I bet you they're the big boys. Look at this place you guys have here for yourself. Look at the structures right here. I'll get to it in a second. I feel like this is boring, but it's not. Look, it's like one of their leaners. He's right here somewhere. It's really hard to get in here. I would never have came in here if I didn't get those knocks. This is it. I'm telling you, they're here. I know by my arms. I know by the only structures. Everything's piled up. I'm getting really far away. My shorts are falling down because I got my wallet, I got the key, I got stuff in my pockets. Up, like see here? It goes up on the tree. I got wood knocks. I got the 2 big things pushed down like they are in Scotland. I'm telling you, I hope that they're on the camera. I think if you listen, you'll hear that. I kind of know what the camera hears. And it was faint, but I'm sure that you can hear those noises. There's no doubt. There's no animal here doing tapping like that. Something was hitting wood on wood. I come over, I find their little spot. It's like they know, you know. Maybe you'll see someone. That's the only reason I'm still doing this, is I want to see. Look, even back here. It's got to be. They must have done some kind of survey for, to build back here. So I'm almost out to this main road. Wow, I am really far. I'm thinking I'm about a mile. Field goal. That branch isn't broken. It's stuck in another branch. See the age differences? And then you come through here. Oh, what the hell? I'm telling you, they brought me over here. I think the evidence is on the... Here, look, and you can just see something walks through here. Man, this thing could just kill me right now. I'm wearing like shorts and... Look, that's blatant. It's blatant. There's serious noise going on over here. I'm making so much noise that you can't hear it. Oh. Look at that tree. Look at this. Really use your brain compared to what I was showing you when I came in. Not only is all that happening in front, but in the back, this one comes all the way across. That's the field goal. So it splits this and comes all the way down into this. Here's one that's just laying there. It didn't break from above either. It's just laying right here. Everything's getting blocked. Look how they pulled everything out, right? And then over here's this incredible tree with grass around it. Let's go over there and then we'll call it a day. Actually, we're gonna call it a day here. I wanna go to this park. Give me a sec. Hey, that's simply amazing how that's all blocked off. And then I came to their open spot. Look at this. Look at this thing, it's all hidden. You guys, I swear they brought me here with noise. They guided me into the right spot. See, I think they know. I think they log into your brain like, this guy knows who we are. I know it sounds crazy, but you can ask anyone that does this. Or it's done it a long enough time, I'll tell you that. I used to get told that stuff, and I'd be like I believe the person that wasn't lying to me, but you know, it's one of those things that you kind of have to do yourself. So I don't always get upset with people. Like, I understand your hold up in this. I get it. Look, see how this is all open in here? There's not one stick really anywhere in here. You're telling me that one of these sticks, so this is like their place. They probably clean up the sticks. And then you go into that one spot. Look, it's completely blocked off with brakes and stuff right there. Unfortunately, Joel's 250 miles away. There's just no way to do that. I have, my parents' car. You'd have to be an overnight to do that. One of these years, I'll be able to see. Look, that thing is literally just been leaned up against that tree. It does not come from there. This is a Florida structure. Look at this. You see this one? It's just been flipped upside down and leaned right there. And I'm right near a place where it's open and pretty, and it's way down. There's a really busy road right there. I am literally 100 feet away from it. And it took me a mile to walk to it. So this is perfect because no one's ever going to stop right there and come in. It's just, you can't park or anything. Look at the path coming in. It's their path. Look, palm trees sitting there. Remember, it's different forest, different stuff. It is hard. I know that they're right there. I know that's a spot. I know it. I hope the sounds are on the camera. See, look. If I was to get on here and walk, I'm 2 miles from my car if I walked there. If I cut straight through, back through, I'm about a mile. You'd be surprised how far a mile is in this. I just kept going. I knew it. I just knew it. Look how they do it here. Look how everything, see how it was bent on purpose? And it goes right into there. I'll bet you there's timestamps too. And I barely even zoomed. See here, there's like a whole thing back here. It's so hidden. I haven't found like a seat or anything, but the ground here is real dry, so you really wouldn't make one unless you tried. Look at that old pill bottle. It's a really old pill bottle. So I'm sure you can see all the stuff that comes out of the people throw out of their windows. See here, look, everything's structured back there. I can barely get in there. My shins are already bleeding. I should have worn pants. I meant to wear pants, and then I just forgot. I took a shower and put shorts and these shoes on. That's it. They don't really do anything here besides what you're seeing. X. Always against the tree like that. There's no way that's an accident. They're right here. If a cop ever stopped, flashes light in, they're in a spot like that, they'd never see you. Especially, they wouldn't see these guys. Look at that. Here's this side of it. I'm telling you, it's a structure. This tree has nothing to do with this tree. And it's way older, and it was flipped upside down. You can tell it stops right on the other side, right up there. And there's nowhere on this tree that's ever been broken off. You'd be able to see it. They literally flipped this upside down, put this tree on top of it, like on top of the top branches, so it would never move, and it's there forever. And that's how they do it. Remember, it just has to work. It doesn't have to impress you. And I wouldn't be Florida Bigfoot because, part of what I do is try to impress people with what I film. It's just part of the deal. I got it. If people are going to support you, I can't just walk around the woods like this and be like, yep, they're here. Believe it or not, this is different, but that's them. It's like you get bored, and some of you would know it's true, but you get bored of that real quick. So you do the trick in this, and this goes for the other guys that are out there, that my buddies that have been doing this. Especially the new guys, you gotta look for the impressive stuff. That's what's gonna keep people retained. I'm even talking to those people. Like it's right. Like you're not gonna. You might love the person. You're just not gonna continuously watch a Bigfoot video. This one's a little different. I'm out of water here, but I'm in Florida, in a place that there shouldn't be really Sasquatch. But, you know, in general, see how they're just completely loose? And they didn't come from there. They're just, boom, this is what they do here. That stick did not come from there. Then you have these weird places. 3 wood knocks as I'm looking at those things, and I haven't heard a sound since. No animal moved. Nothing took off. If it was a regular animal or a bird, I would have seen it. I get these wood knocks like as I'm at, which I'm thinking means they don't want me by those trees that are knocked over. And I think it was the opposite. I think they wanted me to come towards the wood knocks. I get in there and I see that stuff. So let's get out of here. Got a mound over here. See this right here? Look at this. That's how they do it here. This is one of the reasons I love Maryland, because in Maryland, it's something to do with the kind of wood or trees. They do the structures exactly like Colorado and Maryland and Virginia. I love it there. Like, you know, in their setup, like you go to this one section, there's the structure. They're not necessarily connected there either. And they just have this beautiful structure. Then you walk like 100 feet, there's another beautiful structure. You walk another 100 feet, there's another. That place, I just love it. Every time people are like, you've been to Maryland? I'm like, yeah, I have lots of Maryland, Virginia videos. You gotta watch them. I love it in there. I found a symmetrical X. I'm so happy. I haven't seen anything, but I have heard knocking. Let me run this camera all the way out. I'll try to talk minimally. But I do want to mention this. I was just thinking, I don't think I've ever gotten how I go or whatever. I've never gotten the only guys that whistle with me. Now I could be forgetting something, but the only guys that whistle with me are my guys. It happens all over where I go. My 200, 300 spots I go. I'll always get them. Here, that won't happen. At least this time it's not happening. I've been whistling like crazy. Just come on, guys, give me one. Like, they know I'm not even from here. I'm gonna leave here and never come back. I'll never be in these woods again. It looks like power came through here or something. It looks like they did this, I don't know, a couple years ago. Which does explain some of the trample, but you know, like this path I'm not even talking about. Like I think this is probably from when they did that. But there's other ones. That are just blatant. I really wish I had wore pants. If there's any poison ivy back here, I'm doomed. Because I have open cuts and stuff. I haven't seen any. I don't know how there wouldn't be. Did I come through here yet? Yeah, see, look. Blatant. Uh-oh. Hear that? I was saying the other day, I'm like, if you could hear how many times someone said, did you hear that? I'm not even talking about here. I'm talking about real. But I got something knocking. I got these 2 leaners right there. That's like a triangle. See it? It's so blatant. That's how they do it here. That's all you're going to see in a place like this. Look, here's their bend. Okay, so here's one of their spots. So you got the triangle. It's actually 3. Look. It's a teepee. Sorry, I hit the button. Look, it's a teepee structure. There's 1, 2, 3, and they're perfect teepee. It's a perfect teepee, I swear. And then look. There's their bend tucked in. It's actually tucked under this. And it goes in. That's theirs. And it's alive. There's no way that thing got tucked down there. It's not possible. With a teepee structure, and guess what else? Another X. I don't know how symmetrical, and people are like, symmetrical, all X's are, well, it's not really. I mean, I know what the guy meant, he's like, all X's are symmetrical. Show me an X that's not symmetrical. I'm like, yeah, maybe an X in our language, but when we're talking about two sticks crossing, sometimes they're different levels or they look weird. We're talking about like a perfectly symmetrical X, not a little bit symmetrical. There's something going on right here. Look at this little teepee structure. You see it? Right here? This is them. They did this. You guys, I like your teepee structures. Oh, there's two. Look at that. There's three. Little baby. There's the one I showed you, and there's one right next to it. They're all peeled out on purpose. They all make a perfect teepee structure. And then I know for sure because of the bend that's tucked, and then you got your X. Oh, I'm good. I'm happy with that. Does that impress anybody? No, but you know what I'm telling you? It would have been really hard for someone to find that stuff, to even get to this spot, which I kind of did by accident. That structure right off the road. Oh, there's X's there too. There's a truck parked up on the road. He's right next to me. I'm almost back to the car. He's probably like, what the hell is walking in those woods? Yeah, look at this. There's a spot right there. It's a structure just like they do everywhere. And there's a blatant X right there. It seems like to me that there's like different big ones in here and they have like their own spot. That's without seeing anything. It's just what it seems like. I go, there's only certain places that have the X's in like a structure. And that's all I see. So that's pretty good. Over now. Right, cool, so this is where it ends. It goes way in there, and unfortunately, I'm pretty sure that going in those woods are better. Like I can see more structures driving down the road than I saw walking 2 miles. I walked a mile in and zigzagged and walked a mile back. My seatbelt. I think in there is good. Always my house is in private property, where no outsiders come to walk, things like that. It doesn't mean they wouldn't be there, but that's where they do. It's where they get, they do cool stuff. Like they're not going to be as discreet as that place I was just at. My goodness, there is, believe it or not, like a good 5 or 6 symmetrical X's within that mile, which tells me it's not many in there, and it also tells me the way it's not marked that they're not really concerned with others trying to make that their home. Like where I live, it's something I'm almost sure of, that they are very concerned with marking their areas. There's some kind of battle going on or something, and they're always marking everything. You can see where I am in Blakefield Drive. I don't know the town. I really don't know a town. I haven't looked. You could probably Google that and figure out where I am. If you live around here, I wouldn't even waste your time. They're in there, but for the visuals, it's kind of boring after a while. But it's kind of easy at the same time. Like it's open. Like there's spots that you can just kind of walk through. I'm cut up pretty good on my shins. I'm actually bleeding, but otherwise it was pretty easy.